won his team a delightful penalty as far as they're concerned. It was that man, Abdul Fattah Izahaku, who chased down the lost cause that led to Jordan Ayew's stunning winner. And look at him chasing down, not so much a lost cause, but certainly he had the appetite for it. Now Ghana having a chance to go 1-0 up in this fourth match day in Group I. A goal that would see them, as it stands, climb to the top of Group I. Thomas Partey just making sure that there's no psychological interruptions here from the CAR men. Look at the pace, the acceleration that he showed just to get in ahead of his man. Flori Yangao, the guilty party in that regard, the Olympique Rel de Bangui man, giving away a penalty. That's the last thing you want to do here at the Baba Yara. And now, looking to go on to 26 goals for the Black Stars. It's Jordan Ayew with all of his experience, the oldest man in the starting lineup for Ghana. In fact, the oldest man in the squad. Let's see if he can use all of those years. Not many, still a youngster at 32. Jordan Ayew to put Ghana 1-0 up in this match, day 4. There goes Ayew, and it's a solid penalty into the bottom right-hand corner. Ghana 1, Central African Republic 0. It's that man, Jordan Ayew. 6 goals in his last 5 games for Ghana. And what better man to show all the composure and slot it in. He might have an uncertain future at club level, but wearing the white colours of the Black Stars, oh boy does he know where that goal is. Solidly planted penalty, putting Ghana 1-0 up. And now that means, as things stand, they would be on 9 points and top of Group I. Still plenty of games to go though, so we won't be talking too much about it. Nonetheless, what a bright start for the Black Stars. That's exactly the kind of energy that their crowd demands. Raoul Savoy, the Central African Republic coach, he is quoted as saying, "It is just so important to win your home games, and it's not lost on any kind of home support what they demand from their team." Well, the pressure already being put on from the strike down to the midfield and into the defense. But good gas being shown by the wild beasts themselves. They can get the ball into possession. It is this time with Namganda, but he can't get past Halidou Seydou. 25 appearances for Stade Rennais in France, with his single assist this season. Seydou, there he is on the ball, very much a mainstay in the right back big up to the Berlin Black Stars. They're showing that they are ready for this. That ball intercepted. Kudus now using his legs. The space opening up in front of him. Kudus has a man on his left. Throws Ayew. Kudus with his left foot. And a simple save in the end is stopped. He forgot an easy play at least. Multi-million-pound man from West Ham. Ayew Kudus didn't have the best of games against Mali, just came under a bit of criticism from some quarters. It doesn't matter how big the price tag is, there's always something to prove on the national stage, and look at this pressure being shown here by the Ghanaians. Seydou with another neat quick pass out wide to Gideon Mensah. He was in the starting lineup the last time these two teams met. It was a 2-1 win for Ghana in the 2023 African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Two teams have met on two occasions. That was both in those qualifiers. A 1-1 draw followed by a 2-1 win for Ghana. That was under Chris Hughton. Here's Mohamed Kudus again. Can't get ahead of his defender. And CAR looking to go long this time, and the ball got kindly, and it's a goal. Would you believe it? An equaliser to silence the crowd. Luis Mafuta. The Wild Beasts record goal scorer. And he's just extended his talent. A route one goal to no man's land. The Ghanaian defence were caught napping. They were caught upfield, in fact. And just as we predicted, Ghana's goal would be in trouble at some point. It all stemmed from that giveaway right at the top third of the pitch for Ghana. Just one ball over the top, the pace shown by Mafuta, and the clinical finishing. Past words, CB. It was that pass there by Captain Geoffrey Kondogbia on his left foot. Two left feet to finish it off. 24-year-old Luis Mafuta gets his team on the score sheet, and back level pegging, 1-1. Well, there wasn't even a warning sign for the Black Stars defence, and it just shows the quality of the pass from Geoffrey Kondogbia. Ghana immediately looking for a response. The Wild Dogs doing some neat work of their own in the midfield, trying to spread it wide now. Babula, and he draws the foul. Dennis Babula doing excellently there to just shield it, scored the only goal of the game against Chad. And that was his first competitive goal for the CAR. Now joining him for these African qualifiers is Luis Mafuta. Scored a goal the last time these two teams met in that 2-1. That was the goal. Now he scored an equaliser in this game. Certainly does love this opposition. There's another touch by the big man. Ghana just having to regroup in the midfield there. Kudus dropping deep, collecting, spreading wide. Looking now for Sulemana. He goes at his defender. Sulemana might just pick it up here. 22-year-old, number 22. But there's no one out ahead of him. He has to play it back. Comes all the way back to Seydou. Now to Alexander Djiku. A lovely pace to the game so far. Both teams with chances and both taking them. Salisu down He tries that long ball, but too much purchase on it. Goes all the way back to the Fegani goals. Well, what a rallying cry for Raoul Savoy, the long-time Central African Republic coach. Only took a brief break as a result of the civil war in the country. Back now at the Hull, very much enjoying life. Certainly if you look at the form of the Central African Republic. Two recent friendly wins against Papua New Guinea and Bahrain, Bhutan rather. 6-0 demolition job, and that was a record win for the Central African Republic. Ghana not managing to read that offside line there, and just straying there. It's a wonderfully structured defense from the Wild Beasts. Just a reminder for the Black Stars that they really won't have it their way tonight. At least if they're caught napping like they were with that goal. I say caught napping, but you do have to give credit to the pass. Just one split ball from Jeffrey Kondogbia. Central African Republic have scored at least one goal in their last 9 matches, so no surprises as we surge towards the 16-minute mark here. A festive atmosphere. For the Swiss 51-year-old. He was an amateur goalkeeper. He suffered a shoulder injury, and that's why he never ended up as a player, but now very much leading the Central African Republic to new heights as a footballing nation from where they were. Savoy says he's not very well known in Switzerland. At one point he might like to get a job there, and absolutely calamitous from the Ghanaians. Well, where was the communication? Jiku with the most lackadaisical back pass to Ziggy. And Mganga had the fire in his eyes. Well, you cannot be doing that and expect to get away with it each time. Motoado will want to light the fire under his defense here. Catch a wake-up. That's a picture of frustration there. And now a corner for the Central African Republic. It will be taken with the right foot. It's a decent delivery, but very well headed out from the Ghanaian defense. Salisu it was who got his head on the end of it. And now looking for the break, but it will be a throw up the pitch for the Black Stars. Now with possession, Salisu. Salisu playing it around with Jiku, who was named one of the best defenders in the Turkish league with Fenerbahce. But coming back to the FC Sangalen based player Lawrence Ati. Made his debut back in 2018 against Iceland. The starting goalkeeper for Ghana today. Now the Black Stars do have it with Thomas Partey. Another one who was chastised somewhat in the last game, but decent play out here on the left wing. They expertly defended off the toes of Isahaku, operating on that left-hand side. starting again with Salisu. Now looking for options, and then the short pass is on. Now to, well, and nothing of a cross there. The apology does come from the Ghanaian star man. Jordan Ayew is expected to leave Crystal Palace in the summer with new manager Oliver Glasner. His future is quite uncertain though, but now surpassing his brother Andre Ayew in the Ghana goal-scoring charts. Comes out to Sulemana now, trying to go long for Ayew. Shields with his back to goal and does draw the foul. Sadok Ndobe was fed the bait. 25-year-old had his arms severely wrapped around his striking adversary there. Looks like it will be the left-footed delivery of Mohamed Kudus to stamp a marker on the game himself. Managed 6 assists with West Ham in the last competition in the league. He has 11 goals to his name for Ghana. Now trying to at least give a goal contribution here. Mohamed Kudus with the left-footed delivery on the right-hand side of the box here. It will be an in-swinging free kick. Here is Kudus going for the back post, and there was a free man. Salisu claiming his shirt was tugged in the process. We just see him climbing a little bit and just not getting enough jump. He probably could have done a little bit more with that. The man valued at around 15 million euros. CAR survived though, that ball up by Severin Tatorna. Comes into midfield with Nangada. And again, over the top. A pacey run from the number 12, Isaac Solid. Solid again, Solid. Oh, and it's over the bar. A marauding run from the Slavia Sofia man. And an entire communal meeting there by the Ghanaians, just discussing what happened there with the defense. Too afraid to step out, too afraid to drop deep, and allow the space for Isaac Solid to maraud in behind. This one is his 6th appearance for the Central African Republic. Ghana again under pressure. And that won't please Otto Addo, because it's not for the first time that their defense has been caught just being a little bit too relaxed, too calm with their thought processes. Just after 23 minutes on the clock here. 1-1 is the score. Ghana with that early penalty. Foul. Bringing down Abdul Isahaku. Dispatched by Jordan Ayew. Only for the Central African Republic to respond almost immediately by Luis Mafuta's left boot. And look at the confidence flowing through Isaac Solid. Isaac Solid, as he will be called, had a very successful season in Bulgaria. thumping header out by the Ghanaian defence, and it will be a free kick. From Namganda. The only change of the day. Where's number 88 for his club? Karbala in Iraq. That's number 10 for this evening's appearance. It will be a free kick taken by Alexander Zikwi. Decides to go all the way to try and find his striker, Jordan Ayew, putting on the pace, and the ball does get stuck up in the turf here. So you can attempt those long balls. They do fall into your path, as was evidenced by that goal for the Central African Republic. Salisu working it with Samed and Seidu. Now it finds its way to Sulemana. Sulemana trying to go around the outside, has to cut back. Decides to find his right back, Alidu Seidu. And Sulemana now on the overlap, gets the opportunity to deliver the ball. It's well defended in the end by the left back. At least in that position, Severin Tatolna doing very well not to let his body go down. Almost tempting Sulemana to take him on. Central African Republic doing well to get their feet just in the mix there. Kondogbia also rallying his charges. We'll see if we get more. Here comes Jordan Ayew. Ayew again, and the ball just not dropping for him kindly enough. Well, you do wonder if he could have found his man, but the defence was all over him. That work there by Brad Pirua, just offsetting his sights a bit. Now we start proceedings again with Sadok Dobe and Severin Tatolna. Kalnganda back to the defence. Just a scooped ball up, and that's given the ball away back to the Ghanaians. It's well held off there. Summit doing well. That is Summit over there. Now coming to Salisu Party, and almost apologetically gives the ball away. And that time coming in there, Gideon Mensah showing his pace. Party. Out wide to Sulemana. Sulemana, who made his debut for Ghana against Mali. Clearly impressed as part of a new generation for Otto Addo, who has been praised for his expertise in bringing the youth in. And now Ghana with another dinked ball into a dangerous area, plucked out of the air though by Dominique Oyufegan. And what a throw that is. Find his man Namganda. Sule. And Namganda trying to draw the foul, but it was just a poor pass that got in, and Mohamed Kudus turning well. Pate, his Arsenal side, just failed to put Manchester City to the title in the English Premier League. I'm sure he's put that behind him. He's just happy to be in the Black Stars team once again, having had successive injuries, and that's a well scooped over, but no foul given, and now the CAR can break. Kunietro Namganda. Finding now Venus Babula, who has operated mostly on the right flank for much of this evening, coming now on the left-hand side. Has to show some good muscle there, and it is a throw-in for the Central African Republic. We hear the moans of frustration from the Black Stars faithful. Jiku Ayew, who was man of the match against Mali, now being employed in a similar role. Throw in coming for Ghana. Kondogbia just took a bit of a painful one on the back heel. One of many French-born CAR players in the squad this evening. Kondogbia, a man who has a wealth of experience as well to his name, just in terms of trophy winning, and very much at the heart of the Central African Republic midfield. Won the La Liga with Atletico Madrid, the Europa League with Sevilla, Copa del Rey with Valencia, and if we cast our minds back to the Under-20 World Cup, he won that with France. Made 5 caps under Didier Deschamps, did Geoffrey Kondogbia. Back in 2013, but now one of the first names on the team sheet of Raoul Savoy. It is hot conditions here in Ghana, at least to play a full match of football. Humid, although the temperature has not risen that much on the Baba Yara. This artificial pitch, it can feel a little bit heavy on the legs though. You see Salih Abdul Samad just a drive forward. Salisu now looks for Mensah. Finds Party in the midfield, decides to switch it, now goes over the top, looking for that run, and there's just a little shove in the back by Isahaku. There on Amos Yuga. Yuga, who plays for CSKA Sofia, another one in the Bulgarian league. He is captain of CSKA and has often captained the CAR as well, but was taken off against Chad at half-time, so he'll be hoping to play a full 90 minutes this time out. Ghana now finding Kameldin Sulemana. Sulemana doing excellently well. He can open it up here. Sulemana tries for the right-footed curler. Jonathan Panzer applauding the effort. The exuberance of youth clearly showing they found that pocket of space again between the defence and the attack, or the defence and the midfield. And another effort just goes wide for the Black Stars. It remains 1-1 after 32 minutes. And nearly into the path of Namganda. Seydou to take the throw now. Free kick in the middle of the park. Ghana with another opportunity to just make some gains, make some real estate under their belts. Jiku now passing to Salisu. Salisu decides to take the long option this time. It does manage to fall under the control of the left wing. There is an opportunity to pass it across by Isahaku. That's galloped forward. Sole springing in his boots. And a man who's caused Ghana all sorts of problems. But they do escape with a free kick of their own this time. Isaac Sole, who says he wants to follow in the footsteps of his brother Omar, who was molded at Stade de Reims, is concerned. Failing to make inroads thus far. It is amazing to see how far we have come though, in terms of how the coaching staff is analysing the match in real time. all the statistics, all the metrics giving an indication. And at the end of the day, it is the most important one, and that is that the score reads 1-1. 10 minutes to go until the end of the first half. Has been an entertaining game, played at a decent pace as well. Ghana with the majority of the possession. 5 goal attempts to 3 for the Central African Republic. So a clearly ambitious showing from the Wild Beasts and merited in the scoreline. Put clear though that time by Young Ayew. Will be the Ghanaians with the throw this time. Trying to go short to Jordan Ayew. Ball ricocheting off his boots, and Ghana do keep possession. Now to Jiku. Unwide to Suleiman, who's really been one of the bright sparks on the field tonight. Kudus, who would like to see more of the ball, and he can't thread his ball through though. Out to Solé. It's a very decent touch, and now an overlap. He wasn't offsides. Kondogbia now with his left boot, trying to go wide, long. Papula just over his head. Kondogbia captaining the side once again. Really been around the block. Man born in Nemours in France. The foul given for the Central African Republic. Again, a wasted pass from the right back Ali Nusedi. Manda drawing the foul. Number 10 relishing the opportunity to be back in that starting fold. Side-footed pass, and now Ghana can show their expertise again, working the ball up the pitch. Kudus back to the midfield. Drawn wide now to Pati. Out to Gideon Mensah. Mensah looks for that delivery early. Kudus was lurking. It comes into the path now, and wow, the strike was on the cards very much for Summit. Yet to score a goal for Ghana. Found himself just in the pocket, the ball bouncing up a little bit too much off that pitch. Score remains 1-1 after that effort from the Ghanaians, and now looking to go in behind. Abula seems to be enjoying himself a little bit more on the left wing for the Central African Republic. Mensah. Now to Summit. And he doesn't seem to have support there, Summit. He's lost the ball. There is an overlap of numbers here from CAR. That was important work from Kudus. Asked to be a bit more defensive-minded there. Now to Salisu. Pati. The anchor man in the midfield. Trying to urge his defense up the line there. Jiku out wide. Sulemana. And they just didn't read each other there, Kudus and Sulemana. Kondogbia can't get into scraps. He picked off the toes. The Ghanaians showing a little bit of industry, but somehow the ball does manage to squeeze its way through to Solé. And now the Central African Republic have their man, Louis Mafuta. Mafuta again. Mafuta! Oh, it's through the legs and it's 2-1. Oh, wow. Oh, the Black Stars cannot believe it. How did that ball squeeze through? Not one, not two, not three challenges. The wild beasts are roaring. It was all this work here by Solé. And then Mafuta breaking the most of the yardage ahead of him, fooling the defense, and a little toe poke right through the legs of Lawrence Atizigi. And astonishingly, it is the Central African Republic 2, Ghana 1. They've come from behind after that early penalty. Ziggy almost seemed afraid to come out and collect it, not putting his body on the line. And now Thomas Partey having to rally his troops instead. Oh, there's shock and disdain here at the Baba Yara. Especially just before the stroke of half-time. An inquest certainly likely to happen in the changing room, at least if the scores stay the same way. Mafuta with 2 goals. It's easy enough to say that it is against the run of play, but they have had several attempts have the CAR, and they've shown very good ambition here. Raul Savoy must be purring in his coaching box. Shielded out there, and a chance to catch our breaths after that. Incredible little piece of fortune, you can say that, but it was really the determination of the men in blue to get the ball up, even though they seem to be falling around it. Mafuta then latching on to that final piece there. It now takes Louis Mafuta to 13 goals for the Central African Republic. Made his debut all the way back in 2017 against Zambia. It was a 2-1 loss, Gambia rather. And now here against Ghana, a team which he now has 3 goals against in his last 2 appearances. Astonishing. And the Central African Republic, just look at the pace again. Solé, it's not Solé that time, but given away in the midfield, and that's utterly frustrating because look at Namgandra go, Namgandra with his left foot. It was certainly worth a pop again. Well, they just don't seem to ever stop. Sulemana seeks to fashion something out of it. Comes back into the defense, who have not shown anywhere near their quality in terms of communication, as individuals at least. We know how they are at club form. Seydou at Stade Rennais, Djikou at Fenerbahce, Salisu at Monaco, and Guillaume Mensah at Auxerre. Some standout players there, but now have conceded 2 goals. You do have to, though, put some faults in the communication with the goalkeeper, Lawrence Ati. Now, coming into that half-time whistle, it is 2 for the Central African Republic. It is 1 for Ghana. If the Black Stars are to come away with all 3 points, they will have to serve up one of the second 45s of the season so far. Another ball in behind, and we thought that the flag might go up. He's claiming he didn't hear it there, Namgandwa. But it was quite an early referral, and it was stopped in its tracks. Now Ghana come. Kudus. There's no balance there, Kudus. And he turns well and slips on the turf again. Somehow manages to keep the ball in. Kudus looking to hook it around onto his left, and it comes out into the midfield. CAR pick it up once again. Thumping header into the path of the right wing. Another chance for Dominique Ufegan to get a feel of the ball. Hasn't been tested nearly enough as far as those supporters are concerned. Lorient man made 2 appearances all season for his club side. But the number one as far as the Wild Beasts are concerned. Really, if we do cast our minds back, it is just that one shot from Mohamed Kudus, which he went down for. Not much he could do about the penalty. Just the 2 allotted minutes of added time at the end of this first half. 10 seconds left, rather. We will be heading into the break almost certainly with the scores as they stand. Just a yellow card confirmation there for Namganda. There's protestations. And that is the way the half ends. Astonishingly, after going down to that Ghanaian penalty, slotted away by Jordan Ayew, the Central African Republic came storming back. 2 defensive errors, if you can say, a little bit of quality from the pass from Jeffrey Kondogbia. Louis Mafuta stealing in for the equalizer before the ball squirmed through over the course of the half of the pitch for Mafuta's second, dinking it through the legs of Lawrence Atizigi in goal for Ghana. The first half finishes 2-1 to the Central African Republic away at Ghana, a result which is sending a few shockwaves across Central and West Africa as we stand. 2-1 at half-time here at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. the man who laid off the foot, do the work. Mafuta running on, fooling Gideon Mensah, fooling Lawrence Azizigi, and meaning that Ghana have now 45 minutes to make it right at home. And it might be early on in the campaign, but you would have thought coming into this in Group I on third in the log, would have seen this as a must-win encounter against a team fifth in the group. That's ahead of matches between Mali and Madagascar, as well as Comoros and Chad. Comoros facing bottom of the group, Chad. And will be coming to you live tomorrow evening. There was an inquest, there was an inquiry, an indaba, an examination from all sets of players for the Black Stars at the end of that first half. Unity amongst them as they look to get the second half underway in a similar fashion to how they did the first half. It was really exactly the first couple of minutes that they would have wanted. Jordan Ayew profiting off of that pressure being shown by Abdul Fattah Issahaku. The 20-year-old number 7. Doing well to earn his side a penalty. Debates whether it was in fact a penalty or not, but the referee gave it, and now it is 2-1 though to the Central African Republic. Ghana this time kicking from right to left with Jordan Ayew over the ball and getting things underway for the Black Stars. Thomas Partey out wide first. Partey, he is caught off of it. Finally comes back again, and the midfield just swamping there from the Central African Republic, nearly into the path of Nganda, who's showing faith. Has proven why faith has been shown in him. Now with the pouring rain here at the Baba Yara. Kumasi, one of the cornerstones of football in Ghanaian minds. Witnessing a bit of an upset on the cards here as things stand, but now Ghana do come with a break. Looking for that run of Sulemana. Sulemana with a first-time strike and down the throat of Ulfega. He was one of the brightest sparks for the Black Stars in the first half. He started the second as he needs to go on. And now with a little bit of a turn there, Issahaku working it around the defence. Tatonda has to remain strong, as does Brad Birua. Now Mensah on his left foot. Plays it to feet with Jordan Ayew. Slippery conditions though, unable to stick. Partey swings the ball around this time. Susedu working it with Mohamed Kudus in the centre, if they can get it to him. And moved up into a no-man area. Mafuta just cutting a little bit frustrated figure there. Sulemana now. He spreads it wide. Mensah working it with Sulemana. He decides to go 2 feet. Ayew. It's quite typical this. Just surrounded by 4 players from the CAR. Salisu Tujinku. Now looking through the lines. That's much better from Ghana. Sulemana. And now finds his way into the box. And that pass really lacking in quality. Trying to find Summit, and that's offsides by a country mile. Ghana do have an average age of about 24 and a half, so they are a young team trying to be moulded in the image of Otto, who was a great forward for Borussia Dortmund. Now trying to get Kudus as much involved as possible. CAR work it out again, and Chiku has to be wary, as does the goalkeeper, as Zibi. Yeah, the cries of man on from the crowd. Yeah, the ball just stuck under his feet, and Kudus waiting patiently, anxiously in a way, hoping that it will ultimately come his way. Carries Kudus, trying to work it on his left. Mohamed Kudus into a very good area. Sulemana and over the bar. Best chance of the half so far. Kamaldeen Sulemana, his second start for Ghana, and he should have done a lot more with that. Just head over it, that's all it needed. And Kudus did expertly well to get it through. There are signs though early for the Black Stars in this half. Well, that's it. Another brilliant piece of skill from the West Ham man. And just too rushed. This is very much a story of Ghana's first half. Difficult to pinpoint exactly where it all went wrong. But at least when the final ball was on, when the final pass needed to be made, it wasn't coming. A little trip there on Thomas Partey. Missed a gilt-edged opportunity against Mali that saved his blushes. Another one of the more experienced players who didn't receive the best reception from the fans after the game, at least on socials. Jordan Ayew, though, an absolute hero for many of the Black Stars fans. Here he is again, showing that industry and that drive. And now Mafuta comes away with it. He can break. He does have pace. There's the man for Ayew. And he comes into the grateful hands of Ati. Mensah played all 180 minutes against Madagascar and Comoros before Mali. Assisted the only goal in the game, but now the wayward passing again from Ghana, just keeping it. Zahaku, first concern. He has shown a good drive there. Kudus has been surrounded at every opportunity. He is a man that can really make something happen from nothing. Player who is on the radar of some of the biggest clubs in England, and now might get another opportunity, another bite of the cherry. Zahaku with the throw. And all over his man, and gives away the free kick on Ali Busebu. So they're asking the question of referee Ahmed Abdul Razib. It does seem a bit of a soft one, at least from this angle, but the referee does seem inclined to give it there. And now a in-swinging left-footed free kick into a decent area for Ghana and all the way past the far post. It looked like it was Mensah with the final touch. It was Mensah who says that everyone expects the Ghanaians to win. Recently made his 50th appearance for Alzhir. And becoming one of the first names on the team sheet for Otaoalo at left back. And now another driving run by Mohamed Kudus. Finally finds his man, Sulemana. Sulemana, if he can cut in, and Sulemana, well, that's a tame effort ultimately. but the shots are racking up. 22-year-old already has his second of the second half. That's the number 11. Venus Babula. Babula looking dangerous and calling for the penalty, nothing given. Well, they're surrounding the referee and they're certainly likely to get cautioned here. The sense coming from the CAR players, they were absolutely adamant that it was a foul in the box. Worth taking a second look at. The dangerous man, Venus Babula. Very risky challenge by the Southampton man, Suleimana, coming in. Not sure if he got the ball from that angle there, but referee Abdulaziz saying no penalty. We will get a confirmation of that yellow card for the CAR. All of that consternation. Seydu. Izan Sole with the second yellow of the night for the CAR. Has to be punched out by Ziggy. And CAR come again. Nearly in the path, and the Ghanaian defence just need to be wary here. A bit calmer here. Jiku nearly slipped. Gets the ball hooked out clear though. Comes back though. The Wild Beasts certainly playing their part. Starts again with Gideon Mensah. Samed, Parti, and now with Ali Boussaidi. There's Thomas Parti. That's the number 21. An anchor in the midfield. Samed working it out well. Comes out onto the right wing, and Kudus calling for the ball. He'd love to receive it at the top of the box. He does get it. Mohamed Kudus with the strike, and again down the throat of Yufegan. He'll take those shots all day. Yufegan started football at 5 years old in Champigny, France. Another one of those born in the hexagon. Who is very much the heart of the good things being done by coach Raoul Savoy at the Central African Republic base. Ghana now looking for options, they're trying to build things up. The noise of the crowd hasn't wavered. They still have the faith, they still have the belief that there can be at least one goal in this. Samed tries to find Jiku, now he goes for a route one option. Bringing it around, and now Kudus switches play. Gideon Mensah, that's a very decent looking ball, and it should be a goal, it is. 2 goals in the match for Jordan Ayew, and the quality of that cross by Gideon Mensah. It was begging for it. The king on his throne. The Black Stars have their goal back, and it's the danger man Jordan Ayew with his second of the night and his third in 2 games. But it was all started from that crossfield pass Gideon Mensah had the time and space to look up, and what a curling delivery. It was begging to be planted away by Jordan Ayew's head. Gufegan tried to dive down. Kudus finding Mensah on the far side. Oh, and isn't that a peach of a delivery? 2 goals apiece for Jordan Ayew, now matching those 2 goals by Louis Mafuta. Ayew now reaching that 26 goal mark for Ghana. And the noise, the decibel levels have just raised an inch. Suddenly the Ghanaians are in full song. What a pass that was by Sulemana, going across field. And now the Wild Beasts will have to watch out that they're not tamed. Party. Black Stars looking strong here. Trying to go around the outside. It's well defended in the end from Dogia. And that's a bit of a mishap of a pass. It falls into the path of the Ghanaians. They can't get it up. Party. And a strike, and then deflected. Oh, would you believe it? Again, 2 goals in just the space of a couple of seconds. The scenes at Kalayana. Isahaku's shots. Thomas Partey with the dubbing. And just in the space, in the blink of an eye, really, Ghana is 3-2 up. It's a response like no other for Otado's side. You have to ask yourself, where were the defenders of the Central African Republic trying to get the ball? Partey with an excellent touch, and it is a cruel deflection in the end. But you have to take your shots coming off Tavolna's left boot. And on that, we now have our first substitution of the game. Antoine Semenyo, what an occasion for him to come on. A terrific display by the youngster, Sulemana. We can say terrific now that Ghana is in the lead. Sulemana comes off. Antoine Semenyo providing another impetus in attack for the Ghanaians. Well, look at the change in the mood from desperation to exhilaration. There couldn't have been more than 2 minutes in between those goals for Ghana. Turning it on its head. Exactly there. 60 minutes and 62. Here is the goal scorer of those first 2 goals, Jordan Ayew. A terrific watch here in Group I. Semenyo on for his 34th appearance. His 21st appearance rather for Ghana. Has those 2 goals against Switzerland and Angola. That's very neat control, and wins his free kick. Well, Kudus only needed a moment to show what he could do when provided the space. Possibly the CAR players getting a little bit tired. You can see that the way that the ball is moving on the pitch, it is a heavy surface now in the rain. Might see a few more of those long balls. Just a slight difference between skidding and getting stuck, and well, it's very difficult to even gag yourself over this noise here. Brilliant stuff on his second start for Ghana. Kamaldeen Sulemana. The job well done as far as Ayew is concerned. Now Mensah. It was at fault for that second goal from the CAR. More than made up for it with the equalizer and that cross. Another substitute. This time for the CAR, Christian Yawenji Malipangu. Just refer to him as Malipangu for time's sake, but he's now looking to effect change, the number 18 on the pitch. Has to watch out there. Ghanaian front man just shoved in the back. Jordan Ayew getting up to his feet. Well, if you know anything about the CAR, you'll believe that the air hasn't been taken out of their lungs. They are worth a fight back. You'll see a lot of tackles flying in like that. Jiku there caught by it. It was almost certainly a foul. There's Mafuta going right through the defender there. Seems to be in a bit of pain. Well, just the 2 minutes for Ghana to go from 0 to hero. If you're on the chat boards, if you're on the message systems at half time, nothing but despair. How that will have been turned around now, but there is some concern also from the 2-goal man for the CAR. But that's also just giving instructions to a man who played in his position, is playing in his mentor's position. Until part of that Ghana squad, which nearly reached the 2010 FIFA World Cup semi-final, just missing out to that Uruguay team of Luis Suarez. We have a substitution coming up for the Central African Republic, and it is going to be the captain, Jeffrey Kondogbia, who makes way. Not a substitution that Noel Savoy would have wanted to make at this time, but in his place is Thierry Godin. Godin on for his 26th appearance, his third appearance. Rather is the friendly against Papua New Guinea that he made his debut, that 4-0 win for the Central African Republic. But Kondogbia no longer able to affect proceedings from his central midfield role. Thierry Godin plays as a forward. And now Ghana can come in for a fourth. And it does get squeezed into the net. Well, there's no chance to breathe here. 3 goals. Well, the referee asking for play to resume as soon as possible. We thought the ball might go out here. And it was just that save at the end, possibly by Ufegan, which allowed the offsides to not come into contention. That touch. Oh, he had to make the save. That driving run by Ali Dusedu. The strike by Kudus. And it was Ayew with the final touch. A hat-trick for Jordan Ayew. One of his finest moments in a Ghana shirt. You can play as many times as he has. 103 caps now. And you might still wait until this moment to get one of the best results of your living memory as far as your international career is concerned. Congratulations being given out by all the Ghanaians to Jordan Ayew. It is 4-2 And what a comeback we've seen in the second half. And they're not done yet, are the Black Stars? Kudus coming out to save him. His trafficked run was behind that brilliant opener for the fourth goal. Do you imagine with the daylight now, it's going to be a huge effort for the Central African Republic to climb back and restore parity. Robert tries to at least get his charges up the field with the long pass. Well, we've run from glum faces in the crowd to the umbrellas being pulled out at half-time, and now it's just flag waving and shirts in the air. The Black Stars are back, and it's Otto Addo leading them to new heights. Foul now on Abdul Isaku. Another goal scorer in the match. The crucial third goal with that deflected shot of Severin Tatona. Has to be awake for that free kick. It will be retaken, it seems. Oh, to be a football fan. Got left hapless there from his defence. He sought to make that save, and now another free kick. It's going to be another in-swinger. Ayew lurking. Ghana deciding to go with the right boot this time, and the far post, and the header down and over the bar. Or when you are learning your trade, you are taught that that is exactly the action that you have to be doing. Heading the ball down. There was a bit too much purchase on that by Mohamed Salisu. Found himself in the space, exactly where he needed to be, the number 6, looking to add to his 2 goals already for the Black Stars. Ghana's mainstay centre-back. Arrived in the summer of 2023 from Southampton to now play for Monaco. Very much in the heart of Ghana's defence. Now, can the Wild Beasts do something of their own here? Sole, who's neat tricks and twists, can provide some opening. But Ghana can break again from Isaku. Leicester man plays his pass. Kudus, you can hear the name being shouted out aloud. Amos Yuga has now assumed the captaincy for the Central African Republic. The Bulgarian Cup winner, his opposite number, the number 6 for Ghana, just had that chance, Mohamed Salisu. He did signal as soon as that header went into the ground that he wasn't feeling altogether too comfortable. Waves the stretcher away, but not sure if he will continue. They're showing a yellow card now by the referee. You can only assume it is for time wasting. And the main man for Ghana, the hat-trick getter, the goal scorer, Jordan Ayew. It looks like his match is officially drawing to a close. Otto Addo leaving him on long enough that he will get a chance for the most loud standing ovation that you can possibly imagine here at Baba Yara. Jordan Ayew exits the field. On his place is Elisha Owusu. Abdul Fattah Isaku, the Leicester man, he's brought off for another player who plies their trade in the UK, Tariq Lamptey for Brighton. Some raised eyebrows as to why Lamptey didn't start. You can talk a lot about retrospect. But the here and now, looks like a good decision from Otado. 23-year-old Tariq Lamptey, most likely occupying that right wing back slot just ahead of Ali Bousseibou. Another change, this time for the Central African Republic. It's been a lot of running for Carl Namganda. He comes on for Trezor Toropite. Toropite on for his 18th appearance in the blue colours of the Central African Republic. Has 3 goals in national colours. Trying to calm things down here with the young Christian Yawenenji Malipangu. Plays for Aldara. Mauritius, Mauritania. Referee is calling for calm. We have seen a few yellow cards being dished out. Be good to see a full contingent finish this match. Foul given for Ghana now, Gideon Mensah. There's the confirmation of the change. Trezor Toropite scored a goal against Cabo Verde in the World Cup qualifier in 2021. Yeah. There's Malipangu just being dragged away from the Ghanaian player. Just obviously some words were said. Now the rush is on for the Wild Beasts. Backward defense. Dobe gives it to Tatolna. Tatolna looks up the field, trying to find a first touch from the substitutes. But Ghana do have it back, and now the confidence is clearly there. Semenyo, the space opens up in front of him. It looked like a great pass. First, it had to be cut out. Semenyo still. An outstretched leg of Amos Yuga, making sure that it didn't end up being 5 goals for Ghana. Story of a second half like none other for the Black Stars. They were 2-1 down at the end of the first half. And then an absolute blitz. Goals coming from Jordan Ayew. That header, Abdul Fattah Isaaku, deflected strike off the boot of Severin Matoma. And then to add a cherry on the icing of the cake, another goal for the 32-year-old Ayew to solidify his hat-trick. Malipangu nearly finds the winner for the CAR. Yangao with the throw. Good to clear by Gideon Mensah. Ahmed Salisu and Abdul Fattah. And the ball looking through has to be well defended. It is done expertly. Abdul Suleiman coming on as a defensive substitution for Ghana. Showing his experience as well. Abdul Mumin Suleiman. The Real Vallecano man, he's on the field now. Made his debut against Mali. Now gets to play his second match in a row. Just 10 minutes of normal time to go. Real Savoy calling for the fourth official, making sure that the allotted time is taken into account. And that's expertly done again by Anton Semenyo. Puts the ball in the corner before just dinking it through. Malapango. Seated to feet, draws the foul. So they're just asking number 19 for Ghana to move away before taking the free kick. Here is Sole again. They're going to be a lot more direct here now, the CAR men. You can see they're trying to make the most of the wet conditions. There is a foul which was drawn off Mohamed Kudus. See him catching the foot of the man in blue there. Well, you do have to say, if a chance does present itself to the Central African Republic here, it could be in for a tasty couple of minutes. It looks like it is going to be Isaac Sole to take. Sole with the ball in, and just look at that line of Ghanaian defence. Very structured, very solid. And now with a chance to break. Tarek Lamti. Lamti's caught on it. And before waving the advantage, the referee, Ahmed Abdulrazak, felt that there wasn't an advantage to be played. Lamti almost got scissor kicked there by Isaac Sole on the ground. Yellow card shown for protestations by Louis Mafuta. Mensah puts it down the line, and it's cut out by the right back of the CAR. Oh, that's a neat ball through, finding the run and asking for the foul there, Thierry Godin. They'll have to do more of that if they are to get anything. Another free kick, another opportunity for the Wild Beasts to get up the pitch. Another caution is not coming though the way of Semenyo. Looks a little bit naughty there of the Bournemouth player. This is the 21st time donning the Ghanaian colours after making his debut back in 2022 against Madagascar. Now, Central African Republic, time is not on their hands. Dobe. Now looking through the run, it is being made, there could be an opportunity. It will be a goal, it will be a corner kick rather. Chasing down lost causes is the name of the game, certainly as far as this match is concerned. Now, can the CAR manufacture something from this in-swinging right-footed corner kick? It does go to the head. Safely gathered by Lawrence Ati-Ziggy. The 27-year-old hasn't had the most convincing of matches
He'll be more than happy to see out the rest of this 90 minutes. Bit of a wayward bulleted pass there, coming from Abdul Suleiman. Yeah, the Ghanaian midfielders do draw the foul. Both Salis Abdul Samed and Thomas Partey have at least managed to keep things ticking as a midfield pivot. Reminder of those scorers there. A hat-trick for Jordan Ayew. 2 goals for Louis Mafuta and the solitary strike by Ayew Zahaku. And now could be on again. Gideon Mensah, he's got the delivery into the path of Semenyo. Playing in a more centre-forward position. Confirmation of the yellow there brandished for Louis Mafuta. Now the overlap run. Floy Yangao will be a throw-in for the Central African Republic. Urgently calls for the ball. 26-year-old Abdul Mumin. Now part of the defence which has been tasked to see this game out. Pressure will be coming from the CAR. Has to shadow it around that run of Trezo Toyopite. Toyopite, who was a starter the last time these two teams met, 2023, now coming off the bench. Trying to affect change, but there really are just 3 minutes left of normal time. You do imagine there should be a bit of a chunk of time added on. The fans here in Kumasi are eager to celebrate with their team, and it looks like we will finally get that debut that we have so long anticipated. Brandon Thomas Asante. So much has been said about the West Brom man. 11 goals and 2 assists in the championship last season against good opposition. The likes of Leeds, Middlesbrough, Blackburn, Norwich, Stoke and Watford. Now he'll be wearing the colours of Ghana for the first time. Here is the announcement for Brandon Thomas Asante. A worthy substitution too, as Mohamed Kudus, an improved performance from his Mali outing, makes way, and on for his debut, Asante. Now the Central African Republic trying to tease a way forward. Long ball looking up and a foul. Fortuitous position. At that time being drawn from Alexander Jiku. Mafuta looks interested. Jiku just launching himself into the back of Toyopite. Now all the concentration has to be on the wall for Ghana. 4-2 and the game looks safe. 4-3, and all of a sudden it's a different story. Here's Mafuta going for the goal. Oh, it's a strike, it's a goal. It's the second hat-trick of the night.
Louis Mafuta knew exactly what he was going to do with that effort. And now it's a heart-and-mouth moment for Ghana to see if they can hold on for this win. A sensational free kick for the 29-year-old. And this game just carries on giving and giving. 4-3 it stands as we enter into added time. Ghana have to play it safe. They have to keep their maturity about them. Semenyo looking to do that. A free kick given against him though. A possible handball. I mentioned that the wild beasts of the Central African Republic don't know the meaning of the words give up. And that was laid out plainly there. Mafuta, who has a value of 1 million euros. He is the highest valued player in the Central African Republic squad. And what a match this has turned out to be in Dubai. We have a look back at this free kick. It was excellently done. Just the right amount of pace, a little bit of whip. You may feel that Ayew could have got a stronger hand to it, but such was the direction and the pace of that free kick. Made it very difficult for Ghana's number one to get any glove behind it. The crowd is a bit quieter, and you can certainly see that straight away. Tariq Lamptey now holding on to the ball for as long as possible in a throwing position. There's the 23-year-old just laying it off. They'll try and work it into the corner, the two UK-based players. Lamptey though gets it through his feet, and there is another foul. Gufegan urging his players forward. Plays it into the space. Tatorna now with a searching ball. Comes back to the CAR. They do have possession upfield. And, well, it could have been a free kick. At the end of the day, though, it is given Ghana's way in terms of a throw-in. It will be Gideon Mensah trying to eat up the second. Number 14 for Ghana goes long. Bounces over the head of Elisha Owusu, or rather Antoine Semenyo. Lamptey trying to close the space there. And Bhakti, well, he has to go back into position because he has been caught out. The CAR looking to break. And that's the most clear foul you can possibly see. Chiku less angry with the referee's decision and more angry that he has been left isolated to have to deal with the pace of Thierry Godin. They conceded from a free kick. Now the Black Stars faithful wait anxiously to see if their team can defend this. What a stunning climax to this match. Match day 4 between Ghana and Central African Republic. As the free kick comes all the way, has to be punched out by Ayew. Now Ghana looking to break, but they don't get their way. Comes back to Malipangu. Mafuta goes with his left foot. The quality of the man though, unable to affect change that time. Lamptey, now he's been caught off of it in the midfield position. And they have numbers here. The Central African Republic has to be dealt with. The header just in time. Just a minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. And another free kick. And it certainly is all hands to the pump here.
Mensah all over his man, Christian Yawenji Malipangu. And Isaac Sole knows that this is probably the last chance for his side to get anything from this game. They've put up such a heroic display in terms of not letting their heads drop after that storm-rolling second half from Ghana. Here comes the delivery, and it's headed out. And now Ghana break, and this should surely wrap things up. Tariq Lamptey, oh no! Panic set in as he was about to take the strike because the wet pitch just got under his feet, and well, at least he did eat up some seconds as far as his team is concerned. Never scored for Ghana. That would have been his first goal. It doesn't matter though, because it's finished 4-3 here in Kumasi. What a stunning game in Group I. Ghana taking the lead through Jordan Ayew's penalty. Central African Republic responding with 2 goals by Louis Mafuta, profiting off mistakes. It was 2-1 at half-time. Jordan Ayew restored parity with his header in the second half, and just 2 minutes later, a deflected goal from Abdul Isahaku made it 3-2 off the boot of Severin Tatolna. Finally, it was Ayew with his hat-trick, making the most of all the pressure the Black Stars were putting on the Central African Republic. And then a free kick from Louis Mafuta made it nervous scenes for Ghana at the end. It finishes 4-3. Ghana surged to the top of Group I. Central African Republic remain in 5th, and a chance to catch our breaths ahead of the next fixtures here in the FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifiers on the African continent. It's been a pleasure.
abusuafo ne ahwefo emu bi akobade ba Unidek TV so send that they ID can already answer to me subscribe button so no subscribe enough wa like na wetumi a share no we ja comment to us ne betumi